All right, and welcome to today's live session. Great day, happy Monday, and welcome again to another episode of the Achievers Lounge. I hope you had an amazing weekend. I hope your weekend was super fantastic. And I know your week is off to a great start. And here at Achievers Lounge, we discuss matters that affect women in business, women in career, women as mothers, women as wives. We discuss everything and all that has to do with you. So grab your cup of coffee, grab your lunch, grab your tea, grab something, and let us enjoy and dive into today's topic. So let me give you a minute while you do absolutely that, while you get yourself ready. It's going to be a great time today, and I am super excited because we are going to have a great time together. So get ready for this. Grab lunch, grab dinner, grab whatever it is that you need to grab and come into the room today. It is going to be a great time. I am super excited about what we are talking about today. And let me quickly put up here so I can see your comment as soon as you are coming into the room. So if I look down for a bit, I'm just making sure that audio is good and also making sure that I can read your comment. Okay, all right. I think we are super good on here. Awesome. Welcome into the house. Happy Monday. This is First Lady V, the president of Victoria Achievers Club for Professional and Career Women. And we have our headquarters, yes, chapter here in the United States. And we are grateful to God for a new chapter that we recently launched in Nigeria. And so we celebrate all our Nigerian people. Thank you for all the great things that you guys are doing on your end. All right, so yeah, leave a comment if you are here. Put it in the chat right there so I can acknowledge those who are here with me live and for those who we catch on the replay. And today we are going to be diving into a very juicy topic. All right, very juicy topic for you. So make sure you're ready for this. It's going to be an awesome time, and it's going to be something that we actually add value to you, even this new week or even this new season, whatever it is, something that is going to be of added value to you. So I welcome you into the room. Okay, so let's go. So today, on the episode today, I'm going to be talking about your appearance matters. Yes, you hear me. In the last episode, let me just quickly do a recap of what we did the last week in case you missed that. Last week, we did talk about three things that you really need if you really want to scale higher. So we talked about that last week. But today, I'm going to so today we are talking, sorry about that. A call was coming into the studio as we are doing this. But today we are talking about your appearance matters. And this is a big deal because sometimes we think that maybe nobody is paying attention to us, but I want to remind you of the fact that people are actually paying attention to you. And especially as a career woman, as a career lady, as a business person, as a professional person, your image goes a long way. All right. I think there was a study that said about 75 people judge you based on your appearance 75% of the time. That is how they conclude within the 10 seconds of people actually looking at you, they have a perception in their mind about you. Yes. So hear that again. When you walk into any room, whether you go for a job interview, where you go to do a presentation, to meet a client, to meet a prospect, to meet whatever it is, you appear the few seconds, you know, that people meet with you, they have a perception of you that few seconds. And that is why, if you ever heard of the phrase that first impressions last long, let me tell you, most of the time we do not have another opportunity to make another first impression. So when people see you, when you're walking out of your car, when you're walking into a room, as people are seeing you, that image, that presentation, that you know, that vibe that is coming from you is saying so much about who you are as a person. And you know, for those who study communication, you know, we do talk about communication, about verbal and non-verbal communication, meaning the things that you don't even say, but they are conveying some messages about you. And that is where your appearance comes in. That is where your presentation comes in, that people are able to see and be like, okay. So for example, if somebody has heard about you a while back, they've heard about who you are, what you do. Maybe somebody has painted you so as a really nice person, kind person, as a professional, as a leader, and they have created this image. That is what they have in their mind. So, and that is the expectation that they are looking for. They're looking for the woman that is poised. They're looking for the lady that got it together. They're looking for a lady that is confident. And then when you now approach, when you now present yourself, when you now show up for them, and it's like the look what they are seeing, you know, versus what they have heard of you, or what they have in their mind, then it's like there is a conflict. It's not synchronizing. Then they begin to judge. And people begin to judge character right there. They begin to judge, okay, is he really through the person that they talked about? Is he really the person that I want to do business with? Is he really the person I want to partner with? So they're having so many questions in their mind, and they are getting the answers to it right away as they are looking at you. And so today, I'm going to really go a little deeper into that, so that you do not want to make that mistakes, and so that your first impression can go a very long way. Your first impression can go a very long way. So number one, I am going to talk about confidence first, and then talk about some clothing items and some other things. You're confident. Confidence as a woman, as a lady, goes a long way. It doesn't matter if you are not even, if you're someone who don't even know all things, which we most of the time we don't have answer to everything. But when you display confidence, when people ask you questions and you are able to respond, you are very articulative, you are able to answer with confidence, it speaks volume of you. Let me say that again in case you miss it. When you wear confidence, if at all you don't have response to the questions or to the things that they were asking of you, but when you display confidence, when you answer confidence and say, you know what, that is a great question that you're asking me, but you know what, I do not want to lead you wrong or give you a wrong answer, but give me a minute. Let me make sure I'm telling you the right information. It goes a long way. You don't know the answer. You are not biting on your fingers. You are not biting on your lips, but you are able to tell them it's okay. I don't have the answers, but I will get the answers to you. And for most time, you will have the answer. And if you have the answer, oh, with all the boldness, with all the courage, express yourself. So that is one thing I want you to try to work on your confidence. I know a lot of lazy, they have confidence, but sometimes when they are among 2, 3, 4, or 5 people, as the crowd gets larger, their confidence kind of shrink. So you want to work on your confidence. And here are a few things that will help you with your confidence. Whether you know it or not, there are a few things that will help with confidence. It's number one, the clothing that you put on when you're going outside, when you're going somewhere, going to an event, going to a meeting, going for a business function, whatever it is, the apparel, the clothing that you're putting on goes a long way. If from home you are putting on a clothing that you don't feel right in it, is going to affect your confidence. It's going to dampen your confidence, let me tell you. So you really want to make sure that before you step out, you are wearing something that you yourself, you feel good in it. So when we talk about clothing, we are not talking about the brands. I'm not talking about maybe you are wearing a certain brands, you are wearing a certain color, whatever it is. But whatever it is that you're putting on, you feel great in it. So I want you to do this exercise. You go into your wardrobes and try on a couple of clothes and rate them how you feel when you put them on. There's some clothing that when you put on, you just feel like, oh, look at me, I feel like this. Right? And then there are some clothing you put on, like all of a sudden it infuses some energy into you. You are feeling yourself. If you are not feeling yourself before you leave the house, please change that clothing. Yes, change it, change it, change it. It is okay. It is okay. And so when you are shopping for clothing, I tell people sometimes it's not about the pricing. All right? Because we always say quality is preferred over quantity. Quality is preferred over quantity. So it's not about the numbers of clothing items that you have, but it's about how they make you feel. You can get something of $10 and it looks great on you and it makes you feel as if you're on top of the world. Go for it. Hey, you may find something that is maybe $100, $200, and it's like you don't even feel yourself in it. Girlfriend, don't waste your money. Toss it. All right. So we are in a new season. You know, we're going to be going to the summers very soon. I want you to go into your wardrobe. Yes, it can be an exercise, and sometimes it's liberating. There is this lady I used to watch a while back, Marie Kondo, and she was a queen of decluttering. And what she would say is like, look at something. Does that thing give you joy? If it gives you joy, then you can save it. And if it doesn't give you joy, then you toss it. There are people out there that need things you can donate. And there are some places that you can sell if you have quality things, maybe name brand that you can sell. You can sell them and get something. You get some bucks back for your money, or you put them on Poshmark, all these places to sell them, Facebook Marketplace. So go through your closet. You may have closet full of clothing, but how do they make you feel? And sometimes, we have clothing that we are kind of waiting for a day. We are going to fit into that size before we wear it. So, but the assignment is make whatever you are wearing, either to go to whichever function, all right, make sure that you feel good in it, because that is going to affect your confidence for that day. If whatever you put on, you don't like it, wear something that you like. And in supporting that, there are some clothing that they do not fit into a business event, into a business function. All right, we are talking about your appearance matters. So if you are going to a business event, you don't want to put on slack. If you are going to a business event, a professional event, you don't want to wear, I don't want to wear sweatshirts, sweatpants. No, no. And here a little bit, I'm going to touch a little bit on denim, on jeans. To my people that love jeans, I love jeans. Not my favorite, but I kind of have one or two. Jeans are not for every function. Let me say that again. Jeans are not for every function. And if you are such a person, if you are a lady that you work in an environment, a professional environment, all right, and you have leaders ahead of you, you have directors ahead of you, I want to take note of them. All right, you have directors. We are talking about executives now, people that we call C-suite, those at that level. Have you ever, either on a Friday, because I know in most organizations, if it's a business environment, some organizations allow you to wear jeans on Fridays. But I want you to take note of the people above you. All right. So those that you report to, I want to look at them, or people higher than them. See on a Friday if they ever come in with a jeans pant. And come and tell me. Jeans have their place, and sometimes the way you style them will go a long way. All right, but they are not for every occasion. And some events, some functions you are going into, you do not want to wear that. But there are some places, business casual, where maybe it's like meeting hours and things like that, definitely. But some classy executive events where your image matters, then you want to really save that for another time. Maybe for Friday night cocktail, of course, for weekend with your girlfriends and all of that, of course. But we're talking about your appearance. It matters. It goes a long way because it speaks volume the few minutes people come in contact with you. So talking about confidence, and we talked about one of the things that can really help you with that confidence is what you are wearing to go out. So you want to make sure that whatever you're putting on, you feel good in it. And in supporting that, when you are dressing, all right, when you are dressing, there is a room for moderation. That is the order of the day. So whatever you're putting on, if it's not a party, any business function event, you want to make sure that everything is in moderation. You really want to make sure it's in moderation. Your jewelries, your whatever it is, hair, makeup, that everything is moderation. You know, let there be a balance. Let there be a balance. I know they said if you are wearing a really big earrings a little bit, then you may not need to put anything around your neck. And if you don't put anything on, if that is for those who put on jewelry, then you may want to put, a simple necklace. But don't wear something that is overpowering. Don't put on something that is going to draw unnecessary, let me use that word, that is going to bring in unnecessary attention to you. So be very, very moderate. And this, if you are wearing something like, this is not white, it's kind of like a cream color. But if you are wearing a white clothing, for you, my ladies, make sure whatever is underneath is either nude or is black. All right. So if you are wearing white, it is against the code of ethics for dressing to have a white underwear under. You don't want to do that. So you want to use a health color to kind of balance it out. So nude or black will go perfectly. We go perfectly. So that is few things that I want you to know. Confidence matters, and the way you dress, because it's going to help you how you feel when you go out. And those are just some few things. And another things, we're talking about your appearance, your image is another thing, is your hygiene as a lady, or even for anybody that is going out there. As a lady, you want to make sure that you are smelling good. that you are smelling good. You don't want to be in an environment, especially when you go to be in a personal space of somebody that people cannot stand to be around you. All right. Know that there's probably some offensive odor or some things coming out of you. You want to make sure that you take care of that. It goes a long way, good hygiene. We talk about that. We do perspire, right? Because, if now here in the United States, in my state, actually summer has started, I will say, because our weather is hot for 90% of the time. So you're sweating most of the time. And when you sweat, when you release all those toxin in your body, it tends to smell. That is why you have a good shower, you use a nice body deodorant, and you spray yourself, and you wear clean, good clothes. And in addition to that and sometimes if you are someone who hasn't talked in a while, maybe try to use mint or something, under your breath to kind of clear that. Especially if you're going to be engaging or talking to people and you want people to listen to you. And the thing is, some people may not tell you things, but these are just some things to be aware of. So some things you want to have in your mini purse, you may want to have a mint there, something that you can just quickly put under your tongue, to clear your breath, drink your water, and all of that. So those are just some few things. So hygiene is very, very important, and your appearance is whatever you need to do to work on yourself. You know, to get to that level of confidence, I would say it goes a long way, because people are going to judge you based on what they see. And I'm going to wrap up, by sharing a scripture, Bible passage in the Bible, and I was talking about Esther. Esther, before she became the queen, when there was a roll call for who is going to be the next queen of the land, and all these virgins, a lot of them applied for that role, for that position. Wow! I mean, they were campaigning for it, and the king, they had somebody to prepare them, to groom them, to teach them all they need to know before they can present before the king, meaning that they cannot just come the way they are. They have to go through some preparation, and they have to make sure that they are presentable before the king. So if you want to be accepted, you want to dress to meet the person you are. You want to dress in such a way that it is welcoming, that it doesn't throw people off, that it is welcoming. They said people will address you the way you dress. That is how they will address you. So if your appearance, if you dress as someone not to be reckoned with, people will not take you for granted. And if you dress as someone that is of high value, people will take you for that. And I'm really going to share a story with you. And I'll go back to that story of Esther many many years ago, probably about 15, 14 years ago. It was on a Saturday. We had somebody has invited us for a wedding. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't gotten anything for this for the couple. So I went to Macy's. They had their registry in Macy's, and I was talking about years ago, right? Not like this day that things are so easy. So I quickly went into Macy's to say, okay, let me go see what I can buy for them and all of that. And because it was a Saturday, I just woke up and I dressed in my sweats, pants, clothing, and all of that. And I ran in, no makeup, nothing. I mean, and if you know me, very skinny lady. I mean, now thank God I put on a little weight, but then like very skinny, tiny little one. I went into Macy's store, one of the big one in New York, and I really needed help. Let me tell you, I asked probably about 5 to 6 people to really guided me for what I was looking for, and everyone was ignoring me. I was, excuse me, like, oh, I'm busy. Excuse, I mean, it was like I was like, what? Well, I was able to figure it out to get what I needed and left. And not so long ago, I went back into the same Macy's, the same store. Actually, that day I went for an interview. So I was coming from an interview and I have my skirt suit on. Me, even myself, I felt really, really good. And let me tell you, and actually I stopped by Macy's then to actually to pay my bill. And well, before I pay my bill, I just said, let me do a slight window shopping. And I was kind of going around. And let me tell you, I had 3 or 4 different people in that store that walked up to me and said, ma'am, can we help you with anything? And after I left and I was comparing the experiences, like a day I came here asking for help, nobody responded to me. And now I didn't even need anything, and you guys were asking how to be of help to me. About 3, if not even more, that were asking me, ma'am, how can I help you? Are you looking for something in particular or this? I mean, I was forced to be like, yes, I was actually looking for a nice suit and all of that, which I wasn't. God have mercy on me. But with just an experience. So, and I'm sharing that to let you know that the way you address people will address you that way, and that will determine how people will take you so serious or just ignore you. If you dress anyhow, you may call for help and you may not get it. So back to the story of Esther, they prepare them because they know somebody's like a civilian, right? Now want to come and present before royalty. You cannot come anyhow. There are certain dress code that you have to follow. That is what they did with them. They trained them. They trained them how to dress, even how to walk. That even as an elegant woman, as a professional woman, you just don't walk anyhow, right? You walk elegantly. You walk with poise. You walk with confidence. You walk with courage, like the way you carry. That walk that is not just like you are slouching here and there, but you carry yourself with dignity and with honor. Those are the things they trained them for months and months and months before they could appear before the king. And if you remember another story in the Bible, and that was the story of Joseph, who has been in the prison for so many years, right? If you remember, from Potiphar's house into the prison, he actually interpreted dreams for the baker, and after, when they were going to call him, thank God, it was his time that the king needed somebody to interpret his dream. And this guy, remember, like, wow, there was a guy who we were in prison together, was my prison mate, and he was good at interpreting dream. King, you will like this guy because he is so gifted and he is so talented. And the king sent for him. Well, guess what? Before he presented before the king, they have to do a body work on him to make sure that he is presentable, because that can be a turn off for the king as well. Though we know God is using that, but at the same time, there are dressing code where you are going to appear before people that matters, and you want people to pay attention to you, to listen to you. Then you want to elevate yourself. You want to put yourself on that pedestal that this welcoming is receivable to them. And that is what they did for him before he presented before the king. And the rest is history. So as you continue your business adventure, your professional adventure, and especially if you really aspiring to be one of those influential leaders, women, ladies in the community, I want you to work on yourself, work on how you appear before people, work on how you present yourself, work on the vibe that is coming out of you. And God, we talk about confidence. Another thing that helps is really wear a smile. It doesn't have to be something loud, but so soft and so warm. Be warming to people. It's not all the time that you have to frown your face and look like so uptight. Loosen up. loosen up, make yourself approachable. Because when you see someone that looks so, when you look so uptight, they look so angry, they look as if they don't want to be in the room, that energy, people dictate that energy, and people are going to vibe away from you. People will run away from you. But when you're approachable, you smile, somebody's extending pleasant greetings to you, you are responding back. I mean, make yourself approachable. Appearance matters. Appearance matters. So as you go this week, as you continue your business adventure, always remember that people have a perception of you the moment you step out, the moment you step in, the moment you arrive, people already have a perception about you. And if for people, that you are going for job interviews, in some big organizations, depending on the position you are applying for, they are position people in different areas to kind of watch how you present, to kind of watch your behavior, to kind of watch, how approachable you are, how kind you are. If you greet someone, if you wear that smile, if you are so warming, and all of those things we add up. When they, after the interview, they're asking everybody for their contribution, and somebody that opened the door or the receptionist, everybody said, oh, she's so pleasant. She actually greets me. She say hi, warm, smells good, smells nice. See the way you interact with others, all those goes a long way. So in wrapping up, your appearance matters. Whatever you can do to work on yourself to make sure that your confidence is really up. We are not talking about being arrogant, but being bold, being confident, being approachable, warm, be charismatic a little bit, smile, dress good, nothing too loud, but make sure whatever you put on is in moderation. All right. And with that and the favor of God upon you, you are going to go a long way. So if any of this has added value to you, please leave a comment. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I am encouraging you and say, please do subscribe so that each time we are live, you're going to get the notification. And this we do every Monday at the same time. So you can plan your lunchtime around this so you can enjoy the nuggets that we share here. And very soon you're going to be seeing different faces on this space, right? Different faces that we add value to you. And before I let you go, I want to quickly talk about our magazine, the Achievers Magazine. If you have not gotten your copy yet, I say please grab one. It's only $20 right now. We are shipping in the United States, and when we extend to other countries, we would definitely let you know. So grab your copy. We are going to be putting the link in the comment, achieversmagazines.com, and you can order as many as possible. Give them out to fellow women. Leave them in your offices so that when people come in, they can have something to keep them busy. All right. So again, this is First Lady V, the president of Victoria Achievers Club. And I'm hoping and wishing you all the best, all the good things that comes this week. Best success, much success to you. Take care now. God bless you. Bye.